Does this taste like mold?
Yeah. Call poison control.
Drunk on a Tuesday.
How many of you have ever had that dream to succeed? That fire deep within to I'm sorry. I was gonna give a speech on how you guys should take control of your lives, but my mind's not in it right now. There's a new demon stirring in the world. Something of much greater importance than any of your personal motivations. Let me show you. There. Some of you felt that. That is the cold, indifferent gaze of an uncaring eye. There is a desperate need that cries out in the night, but few will listen, and even fewer will do anything about it. I speak, of course, about agricultural reform. Now, I know we've all heard the whispers, those dedicated groups of men and women fighting with a steely resolve for change. They've been labeled as radicals, as heretics by the enemies of reform. But I assure you, there is just cause for any of their so-called extremism. Now, from crop sequencing, integrated farming systems, crop profit margins, farm equipment management, stewardship investments, and yes, even nutrient audits, reform cries out for help. In these accounting, maintenance, and measurement techniques, it's standard procedure to round the calculations off to the nearest hundredth of a decimal place. That's not good enough. That is not good enough. Now, I don't know how they're teaching math today because I don't pay attention, but when I went to school, I remember that we would always round it off to the nearest thousandth place for added precision. I say we fight. Fight for the decimal. Fight for that decimal, period. Now, we all remember the Agricultural Research, Extension, and Education Reform Act of 1998. It was a step in the right direction, but it had no teeth. Those bureaucrats on the Hill were just paying lip service to our cause without actually wanting to promote real change. Now, a decade later, we are still sitting in the same unchanged diaper of stagnating ideals. Now is the time to change that diaper. To paraphrase Thomas Jefferson, the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants, and the carefully measured watering of revolution, the carefully applied nutrients of change. Now is the time to carefully measure that water. Now is the time to properly apply those nutrients. Now, I know some of you laugh and say, of course, I agree with you, but what can I as one person possibly do to help in your noble crusade? Well, let me ask you, are you not Iowans? A proud farming people by nature, ready to uproot complacency and prune away at corruption and greed? Of course you are. Even I'm just an average person. I put my pants on one leg at a time, unless I'm in a hurry, in which case I'll lean back in like a chair or something and I'll pull them on both at the same time. But I can still fight for what I believe in. And if we put our pants on, we can stand side by side and do great things. Now, I don't know how things got this bad, but I know how this is going to end. We have got to go to the local legislature and demand change with all the bloodlust of a Viking berserker hungry for pillage. Tell them that we put the 1,000th place in first place. Now, some people say that we don't have what it takes to bring about a revolution, that we're an indifferent culture, a status quo culture. But I say, we are an agriculture. Thank you.